And for those of you who are curious and asking what the fuck are these paintings behind me, that's all of David Cho's fucking artwork that I printed out and put on my wall. But anyway, so what other ideas did you have today, buddy?
I
Just talk to me, bro. Did you buy any more Bitcoin?
no, I converted everything into Bitcoin. Yeah. I
Actually,
stopped messing with everything.
one thing I did last night, I learned about this app called, and I'm probably behind in the game on this, but I learned about this app called, um, it's called Nexo, and what it does is it's similar to a BlockFi. Um, it's similar to a BlockFi, but it gains more interest on your coin, and it also is um, just like BlockFi. It also allows you to um, it also allows you to borrow money. So without selling your crypto. So the good thing about BlockFi and Nexo is that you put your money in there as a savings account. It still earns in the inflation rate. It still goes up, in other words, and you can borrow money from your account, but you don't have to sell your own coin. You're just borrowing cash and repaying it over time. So it's a great way to basically give yourself your own loan. Um, and not have to sell your crypto if you ever need some short-term cash reserves for whatever reason. So that's one thing I think I wanted to talk about today. Um, I think that these are good vehicles to um, put your crypto assets in, um, and I think that that's the long way to go. If you have a long-term strategy, a long-term plan, then you should have. I think you should have two plans. I think you should have one plan that's a fucking. It's a long-term plan. So this is where you put your long-term crypto. Okay, I'm not saying put it in a crypto vault. I'm just saying put it in a interest-bearing account such as BlockFi or Nexo, um, where they earn interest. So right now, Bitcoin on Nexo, you're earning 5% interest. Um, you can add to two. You can make it all the way up to seven. Um, the thing with Nexo is you have to buy these things called Nex coins, and that's the way they give you. They actually pay you dividends on Nexo tokens. Is what it's called. So you can earn 30% on dividends on these Nexo tokens, which you later on convert back to Bitcoin or whatever the cash you want. So um, Nexo is a bit more complex because of this token situation. But BlockFi, I love it. I've made a lot of money on it, and I made a lot of interest, and in just a few weeks, and I'm very happy about it. So BlockFi is one of the things I really want to talk about. Um, and I think I think that um, that for long-term holding, it's a great place to put your coin. Your coin valuates naturally as it would according to market rate, gains interest. On top of that, the interest is used to rebuy more coin and add to your wallet. So you're basically reinvesting. You're basically um, you're basically doing what's called compound interest, right? I mean, you're making interest off your money, you're putting it back into your principal amount, and then you're earning interest on that again, and it just keeps happening. It's a cycle. It happens over and over again, and it's a great way to it's called compound interest, and it's the way you get rich. It's the way multimillionaires have become multimillionaires because of things like compound interest. That's what's used in the stock market in many different techniques to earn money. It's all about compound interest. It's about reinvesting your profits and or your dividends and earning interest on those over and over and over again until it becomes out of control. Um, so those are some of the things I want to talk about, and I want to delve into each one of those things little by little. And the other strategy is, like I said, you should have a strategy. One is the long-term one, which I just spoke to you about, BlockFi or Nexo or whatever other exchange there is out there, or uh, credit companies out there. Um, a short term, you know, I like something like Coinbase Pro. To that effect, there's also some other ones out there. And the thing about it is with Coinbase Pro is one thing you can do is you get real time order book entries, real time prices. Sometimes if you're just on Coinbase, and I've tested this myself, and I'm on Coinbase Pro, I can see there's a lag between the Coinbase Pro price and the lag between the Coinbase price. So there's always a little lag, and that's why I recommend Pro. And the good thing about Pro is that to um, Pro allows you to put in limit orders and stop orders. And we'll get into what all that means. But if you're a stock trader, you already know what that means. But basically, a limit order is what you're saying is I want to either buy or sell when Bitcoin hits a certain number. So let's say Bitcoin hits 50,000 and you want to initiate a sell because you've already earned 30% interest on your money and you want to sell. Well, you can say I want to sell X amount of Bitcoin for X amount of price and put that limit order in. And the limit order will stay in there as long as you want, and you can always cancel it as well. So that's the great thing about Bitcoin Coinbase Pro is that you don't have to worry about what you actually buy the coin at because it's instant and it gives you all those benefits and features. And that's what I recommend if you want to do day trading, if you want to just do trades throughout the week, use Coinbase Pro. I think it's a great tool for that. There's also some other tools that I'm looking into that I'm going to bring up later on through a different podcast. But like I said, I think for now, and I'm no expert yet. I'm learning just as you guys are learning. These are just some good tools to know about and learn about um, as you're um, as you're going through the adventure of the next currency. Um, if you follow our Instagram, you'll see the Angry Crypto at the Angry Crypto. Um, you'll see where um, I posted what's called the inflation schedule. It's a very important thing to know that. The inflation schedule for Bitcoin basically tells you when the last Bitcoin is destined to be mined in what year, and it's way past any of our lifetimes. And it also shows you the inflation rate of the coin as it goes up, as more Bitcoin goes goes into production, into circulation. Sorry. So it's a good thing to know. But at some point, maybe before or after our lifetime, Bitcoin will hit a max, which everybody knows. There's only 2 point something million Bitcoins available, and eventually Bitcoin mining will end, and you'll end up with Bitcoin. And as long as there's demand for it, there'll always be a price that people